So it seems you clearly want to know more from the Tower of God universe. So previously, I made a video about every position, which will be more than likely placed as a card just above me. Let's get into this. We'll be talking about the two races that are guides, which is considered to be quite a special position, but it doesn't seem to be a variation of a main position. It is a very rare position, and the bearers of this position are considered blessed by the tower. So let's get started. We'll be talking about the Silver Dwarves, and after them, the Red Witches. So if you would like to skip ahead to whichever part you desire, check the description for timestamps. Firstly, the Silver Dwarves are one of many races that exist in the tower. Due to their abilities and affiliations, they are often seen as guides, which gives them the power of foresight, allowing the ability to predict what may happen or what will be needed in the future, which in turn would allow them to pick the correct path of many to successfully help that person to walk down. From what we've seen, guides tend to be affiliated with important members of the Zzzzz family, and at this moment in time, all current Silver Dwarves that we know of serve one of the Zzzzz princesses. First time we got to see a Silver Dwarf, the first episode of the anime, and the first volume of the webtoon. Silver Dwarfs are all men with light silver skin, silver hair, and silver irises, which is where they get their namesake from. They are humble and diligent. We seem to choose King Zahard's side, due to we see most of them, if not all of them, serve under the Zahard Empire. But going into some powers and abilities, the Silver Dwarves make good guides due to their ability to see the crossroads in front of them, which is different from the Red Witch's ability, thus making them able to see the immediate future in greater detail than the Red Witches. But they aren't able to see that far ahead into the future, which could be also an issue. Now we'll be talking about the Red Witches. The Red Witches are one of many different races that also exist in the tower. Due to their ability and affiliations, they are often seen as guides as well. Certain members of Fog. Red Witches are all women with red hair and red irises, which is where they also get their namesake from. They have fair skin and are usually quite beautiful. The first time that we got to see a Red Witch was in the second episode, but at that moment in time, we didn't know the person was a Red Witch, due to if she didn't conceal herself from head to toe, her appearance would have been apparent. And the time that we got to see her face was at the end of the Crown Games. But this wasn't the time and place we got to find out that Hua Vian was a guide. We accidentally came across it when Evan Edrock walked past her in the hallway and mentioned, "What's a navigator doing here?" which was near the end of the season. So now we'll be going into powers and abilities. The Red Witches make good guides due to their abilities to see fate, which is different from the Silver Dwarf's ability. Red Witches are also able to see further into the future than the Silver Dwarfs. But in broader terms, some Red Witches in the proximity of irregulars will feel pain or discomfort due to their nature. And if you've made it this far, you must have obviously fell asleep. But jokes aside, if this video has been useful, I'd appreciate it if you would check out some more of my content. And if you like what you see, a sub would be really appreciated. And make sure to have a great day, everyone.